The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to create a customized greeting sound file for the SVXLink amateur radio repeater software, which operates on Linux-based operating systems. Now, with most installations of SVXLink, what most operators do is download a canned sound wave or sound files, such as this one here. It says en-us-header 16k. This particular file, again, like I said, you can download it. Here we go. Waiting for it to come up here. Snore. Okay. Oh, it's not responding. There we go. At any rate, underneath this you have certain files, and the one in particular that we're looking for is the greeting file right here. And like I said, you can download canned sound files for your system, and this is how most SVXLink operators do it. However, creating your own sound file is possible, but without a certain level of treatment to your sound files, errors can and often do occur. And the most common error that occurs when you create your own has to do with the chunk ID or the frequency range being incorrect. Now, what I'm going to do here is demonstrate what the canned greeting sounds like. And let's see if I get this preloaded. Probably not. Nope. Okay. When I play this back, you may hear an echo. That has to do with the microphone on this and generating the echo. When it plays, it just plays normally at a normal voice, and that's what you hear. The echo is just a product of creating this screen capture. So we'll go ahead and double click on that. It will pop up here somewhere. There we go. There's our pop-up.
You have connected to a SVXLink node, an EchoLink application for the Linux operating system. For more information, go to svxlink.sourceforge.net. You have connected to a...
Okay, we're playing now. That is a standard canned greeting. Of course, it's not what a lot of operators would like to have. But going through the process of creating a customized greeting, again, like I said, you get errors. With my particular voice, my voice is not good for a greeting. So what I do is I use a text-to-speech service. In other words, I create a text message like this right here that I want to utilize, and structure in such a way that it sounds more natural. And that's what I want to point out here, is a natural speech that this utilizes. You are connected to the Alpha 5. If you noticed, I used ALFA rather than ALPHA method. Either way is correct. I could have put the number 5 here, but I spelled it out. Now, if you notice, EchoLink, as it should be, is one word. But for a more natural process, the way that the system generates text or generates the speech, if this was together, and I'll demonstrate, if this was written correctly, it would say, you are connected to the Alpha 5 Zulu Tango for the EchoLink. You get the blending. You don't get any inflection. You don't get any sentence structure. With this, it would be, with commas here, the separation here, commas. What you get is, you are connected to the Alpha 5 Zulu Tango EchoLink repeater node, located at Fairview, Oklahoma, using the SVXLink implementation on an Arch Linux operating system. In other words, it breaks it down by utilizing commas, such as here, separations of common words like echo and link, and also utilizing the paragraphing or the carriage return line feed. If you're a programmer, you know what I'm talking about. Again, separation, and this just forms it better, the structure. So you might play with it when you play with the text when you generate your speech. Okay, like I said, my voice is not the best. I tend to have pauses where I'm thinking, or as my friends they would call it, smelling the fart. Yeah, it's a thing. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and copy this, and then I'm going to use a text-to-speech service. The one that I like to utilize is www.fromtexttospeech.com. What I'm going to do is copy and paste. Boom. There we go. And you can even edit here. See how I spelled Linux? Well, let's change that back to Linux. So you do have the capacity to change right here on this page. Again, www.fromtexttospeech.com. Now, for my particular usage, I like, and again, like I said, I like Jenna, the sound voice. But you have other capacities to here as well. You can utilize British English. In other words, give it that slight accent, or French, Spanish, German. And then you'll have other voices to choose from. But for me, US English. Select speed, medium. Always leave it for the medium speed. And you'll see why here when we modify this. Now, what this will do is generate an MP3 file. And it is from that MP3 file that we will treat it and convert it to a WAV file using another program, which I will demonstrate shortly. Now, oftentimes this does not take too long, but this can take between 1 to 2 minutes at most. So just be prepared for the wait. So what we're going to do now is, this is all set up for my parameters. I'm going to create the audio file. And you get the old spinning circle, your file, and that did not take long. Now what I'm going to do is download it. Okay, save link as. It's going to pop up here in a second or two. You notice it wants to save as a MP3 file. And what I'm going to do here is change this from numeric to greeting, just so I know what it is. Save it. Now well, I'm going to play it again. If you hear an echo, it's because the screen capture software that I'm utilizing, not the file, not the audio file itself.
You are connected to the Alpha 5 Zulu Tango EchoLink Repeater node located at Fairview, Oklahoma, using an SVXLink implementation on an Arch Linux operating system. Please listen for traffic. If you hear none, you then may proceed to key up and state your call sign first as letters and then phonetically.
And that was it. Sounds pretty nice. Okay, that's all we need to utilize the net for. Here is our greeting file in the MP3 format. Now, for some of you that don't utilize it, you will now need to download the Audacity program. And that's what we're going to use here, Audacity. Audacity is a free program. It's fairly easy to use. Well, basically, you need to go get it. If you got it on your machine, you're good. But we're going to go ahead and open up with the Audacity program. comes up. Okay, we look at our file. What do we see here? We see that it is 22,050 hertz, or 22, we'll just say 22 kilohertz, and a 32-bit float bit rate. We need to change those. So what we're going to do here is going to come over here, change that to 16,000. We're going to come up here, set sample format to 16-bit PCM. Got that? One more time, set rate to 16,000. See, 22,050, we want this, 16,000 kilohertz. Now what does that do to our sound file? Well, don't be alarmed. We're going to play it and you're going to hear it.
You are connected to the Alpha 5 Zulu Tango.
Well, we're just going to stop there. It sounds like that all the way through. So how do we remedy this at this point? Well, what I'm going to do is highlight the entire sound file. I think I got it all. Let's find out. Okay, I'm highlighting the entire sound file. Then I'm going to come up here to Effect and change Speed. Now what we see here, if you're familiar with vinyl speeds, 33 and 1/3. I'm going to change that from 33 and 1/3 to a 45 RPM, or what would be 45 revolutions per minute. Then we're going to click OK. It's now been modified. Well, what does it sound like now?
You are connected to the Alpha 5 Zulu Tango EchoLink Repeater node located at Fairview, Oklahoma, using an SVXLink implementation on an
Okay, I'm going to stop it there.
operating system.
As you can see, it's been corrected. Just by that simple method. We have a mono file, not stereo, mono, at 16,000 kilohertz, or 16,000 hertz, the 16-bit PCM. What we do now is we just simply file, export it. Greeting wave 16 PCM. Come over here, options, there are no options, so we're fine there. Now what it's going to do is bring up the metadata file. Okay, in this case, remove everything here. Now, some will say, well, I did this and it worked fine with some of the metadata, and other people will tell you that, hey, it just didn't work when I put this on the SVXLink system. If you do what I'm doing here, it'll work all the time. You get rid of all the data that appears. Click OK, and right there is our greeting file. Now I'm not going to play it. You've heard it already. No, I don't want to save changes. So what I'm just going to do is transfer it to a USB drive, so I can walk it over to my Linux SVX system and install it there. Now, if you have a different way of transferring it, fine. You can do it the same way. You can use wget or webgit. Do not do that with a website that is utilizing, say, what is it? Well, Joomla or WordPress, because you're not going to get the file. What you're going to get is a statement of data that relates some points to the file. So again, but this way is also easy. Okay, what I'm going to do is copy, and let's see, yeah, there it is. That's my USB drive that I've got plugged in, and it's simple transfer. Paste. Okay, what this does is end the portion that I've done on a Windows operating platform. You could do the same on a Linux platform that is running Audacity. It's not different. You just do it. And that's the way you configure it. And with that, this ends this portion, the Windows portion of this presentation. Okay, on this portion I'm going to demonstrate the Linux side of things. Of course, we do have our USB drive that contains the breeding wave file done in 16 PCM at 16,000 kilohertz. All the metadata has been stripped off of it. But this is the Linux repeater system here that I built. It's on a Dell Optiplex system utilizing the Arch Linux operating system. We'll go ahead and fire it up now. And wait for it to come up. There's our beautiful Dell. Okay, come up there. It's loading grub. We'll go ahead and see if we can't get this load faster. Version 2234. Clean hard drive, which is basically what that's saying. And we'll log on. SVXLink. This is fairly standard here. Also set up to load without a password. Okay, you can say I got a basic screen set up here with our information, which includes the EchoLink node, grid number, PL tone, so on and so forth, offset. And what we'll do is now we'll just go ahead and insert flash drive. Now, not to put down too much on people's knowledge of Linux, but if you don't know how to find your flash drive in Linux, what we'll do is ls, which is basically means list in most cases. You'll find ls blk, list block devices, and the parameter that we're going to set is by file name, or file type, excuse me. And we come up, we see that SDB1, the virtual file allocation table, with the name recovery, is the device that we want. So what you will need to do is create or make a directory, mkdir, say somewhere in the /mount area. And that's what I've done already. I'll show you what it looks like here. Okay, see how I got that set up? Sudo mount, which sudo is super user do, mount, device SDB1, which refers back to our SDB1 device here. This is the name of it. And we'll mount it to mount/USB. We'll go ahead and take care of that this time. Okay, with that being done, as you can see, we got no errors. And I am sorry for the if you look here, we need to change our directory. This is generally where the directory for the WAV files is kept for the SVXLink system. User share SVXLink sounds US or English US Heather 16K EchoLink. Okay, the CD means change directory. That's pretty well standard. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, we can now see that we are in the EchoLink directory. What we'll do here is we'll move the file greeting wave from the mount USB, since we're in EchoLink, it will move it directly to the EchoLink with this file name, gret.wave. Now there is a reason why it's gret.wave, and you'll see here in a moment. Okay. Now why did we get that? Well, how about the same reason why we have this up here, super user do. So we'll try this again. Hit that up. And type in sudo move. Okay, see what happens. Boom. It works automatically. Now we should have a file in the EchoLink directory of Gret Wave. Let's see if we can find it. Now, oops, let me back up. Sometimes it's easy to do that, sometimes it's not. If you look, here's our Gret Wave. But we also have reading wave. So what we need to do is sudo rm, which means remove, greeting dot sudo super user do remove rm reading wave. And that's done. So if we list, we have no more greeting. We got this greeting.backy1, but that's something else. That's something I put there for a reason. Okay. Now with that Gret wave there, as you can see, it's green. It's not white like all these other waves. We have to do one more specific treatment. What we're going to do is call up a program called SOX. Now, if you don't have SOX on your Linux system, get it. SOX is the final step. And we'll get there here in a bit. There is a particular structure here. As you can see, I have a lot of greetings here. Okay. Sudo SOX GRT. So we're going to change that now. So it's the same as Gret up here. And this is why reason why we didn't save it as greeting, because we're going to change it to greeting. You see right here. So we'll get rid of few text, add RE. It says sudo Gret Wave 1600 signed integer basic rate 16 PCM reading wave, and that's how it should look. Everything is proper. Now we'll go ahead and fire that. Again, if you don't have SOX on your system, it's a sound management system, you will need to get it. And with that, it's done. So, what does it look like now? Let's clear this mess off here for a second. Typing clear. Okay, now do ls. We have a greeting wave and we still have Gret wave. It doesn't get rid of it, just preserves it. So, with that, SVXLink, start that up. You can see we're now connected to the EchoLink directory. So what does it sound like? Well, let me pull up my EchoLink application. Now for the final part of this, we're going to demonstrate that it actually worked. Bring up our EchoLink. Okay, it's doing what it's needing to do. On the station list, we'll check in with repeaters. Scroll up until we find the AA 5ZTR repeater right there. And we'll connect and you will hear the new greeting announcement.
You are connected to the Alpha 5 Zulu Tango EchoLink repeater node located at Fairview, Oklahoma. Using an SVXLink implementation on an Arch Linux operating system. Please listen for traffic. If you hear none, you then may proceed to key up and state your call sign first as letters and then phonetically.
And there you go. you have proof of concept that it actually works. Again, there are different ways you can actually, if you want to record your own on the Linux system, you can use a record and a microphone and record your own voice, and then utilizing the SOX treatment, flip it on over and apply it to the proper directory, and that'll work as well. But this method here is one of many, but it does work, and that's what I want to demonstrate. Thank you for watching. 73's AA5ZT Alpha Alpha 5 Zulu Tango. Clear.